Hello, I'm Michael Kuvalas. I'm the general manager of the historic Hassayampa Inn. We're 67 rooms. We have a total of 13 suites, about 12,000 square feet of meeting space. We have a newly renovated Peacock restaurant, and we also have a new lounge and bar that just opened up as well that we just renovated. So a fun and exciting place to be. The Hassayampa name actually comes from the Apache word Hassayampa, which it means the river that loses itself and then reappears. The Hassayampa Inn was built in 1927, and it was actually the brainchild of the treasurer at the time. And what happened was shares were sold for $1,000, and 400 local residents actually purchased shares, and that's how the Hassayampa Inn was built. The Hassayampa Inn, even though it has the historical ambiance of the 1920s, offers all the modern amenities that you would expect from a modern resort or hotel. We have flat screen televisions, we have complimentary Wi-Fi throughout the hotel, we have a modern business center, fitness center, so you get to kind of get the best of both worlds. It's one of 200 hotels in America that's considered historical hotels of America. From the hand-painted ceilings to the amazing tile work throughout the property. The Otis elevator, which is one of 2 that are left in the Southwest, is an amazing thing to see people the first time they come here and actually get in there with one of our staff members and ride the elevator. It's fantastic to see how they start giggling and laughing and telling stories and taking pictures to the exquisite music of the 1920s that plays in the lobby and the Peacock room. You really get that feel like you're stepping back in time. We had a lot of celebrities stay here. The most famous one was probably Tom Mix of the 20s and 30s, which was a famous Western star who was friends with Wyatt Earp at the time. And of course the Earp brothers were in town in Prescott back in the early days. But Tom Mix actually stayed here, and the story goes that he actually rode his horse up the staircase up to the 2nd floor. And then of course the horse didn't want to come back down, so they had to take the horse down in the actual elevator, which is still the original elevator to this day. And that's one of the famous stories. The Hassayampa Inn is located in the historic district, so it's close enough where you're right on the town square. You're within walking distance 1 block away to all the activity, but you're far enough away where you really don't have the noise and the hustle and bustle of Whiskey Row, which is one of the main attractions, of course, and all the businesses of the downtown area. So you get the best of both worlds. You're close enough. Once you park here and you come to the Hassayampa Inn, you park your car, you really don't need to drive anywhere for the remainder of your stay. It's all within walking distance. And the Peacock Dining Room is really the staple restaurant of the area. The Peacock Room, of course, being in 1927, experienced some of Prohibition and was actually a soda shop originally to start out. So it's changed faces a lot of times throughout the years. We recently renovated it last year to actually bring back that Art Deco feel and some amazing dishes of yesteryear, from a stuffed orange roughy to a trout dish to also, of course, the steaks, which you can't go wrong with in a Western town, from the New York strip to the ribeye. So really a fantastic menu and great ambiance, bringing back that Art Deco feel. When you stay at the Hassayampa Inn, you really get to feel like you've stepped back in time. You can feel the history when you walk in the door. The most amazing thing to me is when you watch guests that for the first time come to the Hassayampa Inn, they walk in, they look up and they see the hand-painted ceilings. They get that feel like, you know what, they belong somewhere, and they're feeling that history of the property. You really don't get that feel with other new modern properties. So this one, you get the modern amenity along with that historical value and the ambiance that you just can't capture anywhere else.